Step 1, turn on the microphone. Step 2, get the camera rolling. Welcome back to Betty and Leon. On today's ep, we got more parts that we're going to put back onto our sweet, sweet engine. Hey, at the end of last episode we had belts, we didn't have belts, we've now got 3 belts. Sorry, I just had a coffee and I'm a little bit wired, boys, you know?
You gonna try the short one or the long one?
I don't know, what do we reckon? Or do we go in the middle? We had a 930, it was way too tight. Oh. I'm gonna go 940. Oh, the 40 is gonna be tight as well, like a tiger. Is that all the way up?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Because we've got to be able to get it on and then...
We've got to shorten that anyway.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to get it on.
I think the 40 is our... Oh, that's looking more promising. Oh. Yeah, hang on. Let's do this a different way. Yep, there we go. Perfect. So that will allow a bit of adjustment if we do it. There we go. It's tighter than tight.
Well,
I'm not concerned about it not driving.
No, neither of them are
no.
important anyway.
All right. Let's. I got to make a call to our man Alan Main because I need to double check that the spare distributor we have in the kit is good for service, and then we'll slap that bad boy in.
Yeah, oh, you still got a couple of other phone calls to make too.
Yeah, I need a PA. Get to that, will you? It's a distributor ice cream.
Mm-hmm. If you say so.
I don't say so. I'm gonna go again.
Your dad
Went into the kit, picked up this sweet little distributor, which is what we're gonna run. We got spares and they really come in handy. So we slapped it in and it's not even fully seated yet. And we realized that we really need to be able to set the adjustment of this alternator prior to messing around with this and putting dome-headed bolts potentially and working out if we need an idler pulley and all that sort of stuff. So the next protocol is we're going to chop this fella down and modify it so that we can make its adjustment solid, and then we'll go back to the distributor. Well done, Roberto.
Yeah, I think that's...
Look at that.
Working it.
Look at that. Amazing.
Throw some paint on it maybe.
Have you done painting 101 before?
That's what you do, isn't it?
Yeah. Something like that. No, looks sick, dude. So, where is our, let's go get this. Dizzy. Set for TDC. Oh, it's about there as we,
If we
okay, so
change that for...
we have a little issue there. So I think we've got to come up with some sort of little sprung wheel or something. Yeah, let's think about that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where we do it, eh? We could hang it off the alternator bolt, we could do it off this bolt here. All it needs to be is a little wheel.
Yeah.
A little sprung-loaded wheel. You know, a bit like a tensioner.
Yeah. They're usually fairly large though, aren't they? Like they're usually
this
kind of range.
You've got to think about the speed it's spinning at.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the...
Yeah, it's not going to be a
similar size to these guys, yeah. Which means you could have a longer belt and just push it further down into here somewhere.
Yep.
Or whatever we decide. Explain to me, my man, what are we doing?
Oh, I'm cutting the thing off.
we're going to cut the
Cutting some excess metal from the base of the distributor doohickey thingy bobbo.
going to make a modification to our underneath the dizzy. We're going to keep one hole holding it, and we're going to modify this edge just to give us a bit more clearance and not run a bolt on this side. Had a conversation with another mate of mine with a side mount who races, and that's what he's done. So we're going to follow suit. I've never seen him throw a bolt or have an issue. So, and then that'll give us the clearance and then allow enough deflection is the word I was looking for before, to stop it from rubbing. Roberto, what do you got? What you been doing? Oh, look at that. That actually looks pretty damn factory. I like it. Well done.
As long as you squint.
If you squint, it's mint.
Oh, it's still really hot.
So look at that. Look at that, boys. Oh, I love your work, mate. You are, I'm giving you props today. That you do good work. The boys, Franklin Performance. They were Franklin Engineering. We got a nice little dipstick. Look at it. Woo! We were going to reuse the one out of the son of the Godzilla, but we decided not to. They're awesome. They have different ones, 12A, 13B, etc. And remember to check your high and lows match your other one, which from memory they did when I originally swapped from, but we, as I said, run it in the other motor and I know it's good.
You're going to change one of the O-rings or?
Yes, we need to change one of the O-rings. We found that it seals, well for us when we're pulling, we basically check engine oil after every single run of the car. So, I mean like literally every single time the car goes on the track. And we found that they are just too damn good at, why is that not, there we go. They're too damn good at sealing. They're really hard. So what we do is we replace the bottom O-ring with a injector. I think a diesel injector O-ring or something like that. And it's just a little bit smaller. So then we end up basically kind of relying, I suppose, on one O-ring, but it doesn't leak, it's all good. So that's what we do. Let's go find the O-ring. Boom. Job done. Mazda for the win. We're just discussing whether this guy's going to work up here for us, because the one that I had on Betty was a bit specially made. And I feel like this is turned and facing this way a bit more, which it actually does look like it. Throw it on. So I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah, so I think we pull that one off, give it a bead blast, and work out sorting out another one. Yep, let's do it. Got him. That was good. Next job we're putting on, thermostat housing, and got ourselves a courtesy of the house of Mazda Roberto.
Yeah, you realise I'm not going to use them
perfectly.
Either, 'cause I'm putting the electric water pumps on everything.
True, you're new school, man.
Yeah, well,
While the rest
I
of us,
don't know, I just like it.
while the rest of us are slinging water pumps, and you know, to be fair,
It's only because you got it.
yeah, exactly. I 100% would change to a Lecky water pump.
I-
Just from the ease of just not having any, you know, you'd have one belt on the motor and it would go from the crank to the
Yep.
to the alternator. It'd
Yeah,
be
'cause
awesome.
I was thinking, oh, I didn't have any of this trouble with
Yeah, your side
wagon.
mount. Yeah.
but of course it doesn't have that. So
No, you're lucky. You're special, man.
mm.
You're a special man. What do you reckon, guys? Leave it in the comments. Silver matches the silver. Ooh, who doesn't like that? Feel like Brittany and Justin wearing denim jeans together. Remember that? Go look it up.
Brittany and Justin, is that Timberlake?
Yeah.
Were they a couple at some point?
Yeah, they were.
Were they?
It was a thing, man. It was a thing.
Okay.
I feel like I know too much already. This won't make it in the video.
Sorry, I don't watch reality.
No, well, I just,
Except for this. I watch this. This is great.
yeah. All right. Whoa, look at that.
Boom.
Nice as. Okay. Inlet manifolds. Now, let's talk about inlet manifolds. Because we have options, people. We have options. Original manifold. Check it out. There's no secrets here. Son of Godzilla. We used to run this little motor. Made 210 at the tyre. On the dyno, we're going to run this engine off against. Yeah, a bit different, I guess, design in this one. Smaller ports, higher velocities. That was with a 48mm downdraft IDA as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this manifold on this engine, and then we're going to upgrade on the dyno. We'll do a change midway to the new big Bertha that Matty Russell has concocted. Yeah, it's a bit bigger on the inside, still a 48 or 51 Weber, and a little bit different on the ports. So we're hoping this one's going to grab us another 10 or 15 HPs at the tyre, but we'll see. Currently silver, I'm going to get it competition coated so it looks like this guy. But for now, let's throw this one on. Run a single plate, 7.25 quartermaster V-drive. Been a bit relaxed with this clutch because I thought it was all good, but we were just having a review of it, and don't know if you can see it, but this is actually not flat. It's got a mad sort of curve going on in it, so that's good for the bin because there's no way you're going to machine that down. So anyway, we'll have to find another one of those. You won't see the 2 weeks between ordering one and getting one, but it'll just magically appear. But in the meantime, we also got to work out the length of bolts and things. This flywheel, Matt Russell Race Engines flywheel, brilliant unit. But a couple of these threads, we just found out, don't really want to thread very well. So we're just chasing the threads with a tap just to make sure that all the bolts will go in and out nicely. There's just a little bit of rust build up. This flywheel has been out of the car for, I'm gonna say 2 years or something. It's actually been a long time since Betty's been run. So, and the last time we actually ran it, I think it was, one of the bolts in the motor actually broke from resonance and allowed all the water to come out, which then sprayed over all of this stuff. So that's probably why that floating plate is as warped as what it is, and that's could have contributed to why the clutch plate has cracks in it, because if it's getting if the old plate was being made to be a curve, then there's probably force on it where it doesn't need to have force. So in any case, she's done some work, so it's time to retire that one, and we'll put a new plate in it. But anyway, yeah, so back to this, just chasing threads so that we can get our bolts to go in nicely. But you'll see there, see how it gets tight. dust is not good, we will thread chase it and make it happy, because everybody likes when it's happy. Well, I do, because these are the sort of things that if you don't fix here in the workshop, you'll just have to play around with it at the track, and at the track you don't really have a lot of time if you're pulling gearboxes in and out or changing motors or doing other things, so it makes sense to spend the time. Wrapping up today's episode, let's have a look at some of the mods. So we've now got enough deflection there. We're gonna have to see how that goes. A little bit of a test. Intake manifolds on. We managed to find a gasket for the exhaust. So things are looking awesome. So engine's basically ready to go back in the car. Apart from the fact that we'll call it the banana clutch floating plate. I'm going to look into getting some more plates, probably come out of the States, or maybe just going a whole nother clutch because it's going to be cheaper by the time we get there. I don't know, but anyway, in the next episode you'll probably see that. See you next time.